Okay, so now I'm recording.
Okay,
So I'm zoomed in on, well, I'll just go back and repeat what I did. So this is where, the, the disadvantaged community tracks are under this places drop down menu.
okay,
And so I can bring them in there. And then the next step is to go to uh, reports. And so now I'm going to draw approximately where your project area is. And see, this is where it gets kind of tricky, um, because
This meeting is being recorded.
I don't think the parish boundaries, I mean, I'm sure you know the parish boundaries, but I don't. Um,
Right.
what I'm trying to say, so this is Napoleonville right here, but with the parish, oh wait. So essentially the parish is your,
Is the county.
oh yeah, county slash parish is your project area. It covers the
Correct.
entire parish. Okay. Hmm. So let me see something. Let me go back to, let me see, select an area. Oh, okay. So if I select the county, it might work this way. So I go here and click here. Okay, so is that the
That's
parish?
that's the parish, yes.
So what's the name of the parish?
Assumption,
Oh, like ASS.
Mption, Assumption.
Is it 1 hour or 2 hours in parish? One, two.
One.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So all right. So there that is. So that's there. So now we have that graphically defined. And then clearly you have, it's in an area that has disadvantaged tracks.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, I'm gonna try something. I don't know. Let me just go here. Let's take this off and then bring it back. No, that's not. That's the. Okay, if I, so that's the thing. You can't really control the uh transparency of the layers.
Oh,
Yeah. So
right. So if it's working at the parish level, and there are two parishes here, so the other parish is Lafourche, which is south of Assumption, and it's not all disadvantaged, but there are the pockets of disadvantage within Lafourche because it's along a highway where it's like the sugarcane corridor where they had the plantation,
okay.
and that's where the
So
sugarcane way.
so I think when we talked last time, you said y'all doing two separate track ones or
Yes, but this is
but
so the New Orleans track, I think, but the this one is for Assumption and Lafourche parishes.
okay,
These
okay. Um um okay, just 1 second. Uh, jeez. Um, okay, so next we have to add in the community landmarks, schools, hospitals, parks. And now we've got that. And try to get this. It's just sorry. I guess that's gonna be the trying to scroll just so It's so hard to get it just right. No, it's not gonna let me do it. It's either gonna be good, one or the other. So, all right, that's fine. And so if we go, so then the next step is to go to reports. No, I mean, excuse me, go to tools,
Mhm. Oh,
print,
okay.
and then so in map naming convention, you put the place that's being mapped because you can't assume that whoever's going to be reading your review knows where this is if there's no location. And then what's the name of your organization again?
Wait a minute. I don't know if Dorothy is she. Well, I don't know if she dropped off for a second.
Oh,
I missed that. You said the next step is then going to tools. That was the last thing I heard.
oh, so I went to tools. Oh, okay, let me just, yeah, I went to tools and then went to print.
Okay,
And then, like I said, in map naming convention, you have the place that's being named mapped because there's no guarantee that whoever's reading your map is going to know where this is. And then what's the name of your organization again?
it's called Project Possible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Project Possible Project Map. And then we just hit export
Okay,
and it's working, it's working, it's working. It's still working.
mm-hmm.
Still working. All right, there we go. And see when you do this, so now you have this map is very nice. You have the title, and most importantly, you have the legend that clearly has your project area, symbol. You know, that's called an area symbol. And then the other area symbol is advantage or disadvantage communities, and clearly you're within those. So um yeah, so this is the map that you would include within your within that appendix.
Okay,
And then like I said, if you want to add other maps that have other information on them, uh then you can put those into your narratives. Like if there's something else, like and then you just save the map wherever. I'm just going to save it here.
okay,
I mean, I can't, obviously I can't send this map, like I said.
right.
But that's how, so this is being recorded. I'll send the recording to you when as soon as it downloads. But like, is there anything else that, let's say, so I would, if you wanted to take anything else, you don't want to have too many layers, so you might want to take that off. And did you say you're concerned about air quality?
Not so much here.
Oh, okay. This is what's the concern here?
The concern is it could be a health concern. It's because we're next to all these other parishes that are definitely concerned about air quality. So it could be air quality.
So there's lots of choices for air quality. You have particulate matter 2.5, which really, I guess, well, interestingly enough, there's not really a whole lot. Let's see, toxic releases to air. Oh, see, now you're getting into some serious stuff here. So I'm gonna take the parks off. And so notice that this entire area falls within the basically the worst possible toxic releases to air compared to the nation. And probably for Louisiana, you want to use the national comparison instead of the state comparison,
Okay.
obvious reasons. So that's another map you could create again. And then let's see what happens in, what is this?
I see.
And
And I see what you're doing too with the print and then being able to save the screen.
then export. So now a map like this one, which clearly hammers home the point that you haven't air quality issues that need change in your community. Let's see, I'm still working on it. Okay, it's ready now.
Okay.
And then, so here you have your map, exactly what's on the map, and then toxic releases to air, national percentiles, your hospitals and schools. And then your project area is clearly outlined, and you can see that your project area is practically covered. And toxic releases to air.
Okay. This is exactly what I needed, that walkthrough. So
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And like the program is very high functioning, it's, like I said, and there's so much in it. And like I said, this is a very recent update. So there's a lot of data and layers that are new that, I think this drinking water non-compliance is new.
okay.
Some of these other ones are new. I know that under climate change, extreme heat. I know that's new. That's definitely
Oh,
there.
that one will light up too, because like 100 degrees in the shade.
Yes. So let's see if I go here and I take out uh take out toxic, and then I can pull in the climate change indicators, extreme heat. Oh yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, so wow, look at that. Yeah, so even though it's almost entirely,
Everywhere.
yeah, in along the Gulf Coast region, everywhere along the Gulf Coast region. And same thing, tools, print, change title.
Is there a page limit in terms of the maps?
Well, there's a page limit for the narrative. So yeah, you just have to make some decisions. What do I need more, a map or more narrative? Because 20 pages is 20 pages, no matter how many maps. The only map,
Right.
now the map that has the disadvantaged community layer and your project area, now that goes into the appendix. So that doesn't count against your 20-page limit. But yeah, but the other maps that you embed into the narrative text, yeah, they will count against limits.
Okay.
You just have to make some decisions. And what you don't want to do is say, oh, I'm going to save space. So I'm going to make this map really small and have 6-point font. Again, you never know who's reading it. If somebody is reading it, they can't read 6-point font, then or whatever. Yeah. So if you do put a map in, make sure it's large enough, make sure it's readable. Again, not too many layers. So like this map only has extreme heat and your project area. And that's pretty much, I mean, do you need to really explain this map? It's just very straightforward
Okay.
of this area. If your climate resilience hub was going to be a cooling center, then open see again, do we need to say anything about why we need cooling centers in this area?
I see.
Yeah,
So to make sure, so so within the appendix or the attachment that is for the maps, is there a page limit there? Because I didn't see one.
I don't think so, but but I think the only thing that goes into that appendix is that map in this case. And just the map, not the community report and all of that. Because you can do a community report that has tons of data in it, but yeah, if you go here and then you can get your EJ screen community report, which in this case, well, we'll see. I'm assuming it's going to report out at that parish level, so you will get a very as accurate as can be breakdown of the community demographic, socioeconomic status, a lot of EJ screen parameters. So inset, you get a nice inset map there. And then it has, percent low income, unemployment, just the total population period. Again, in this case, well, that's interesting. Well, the toxic releases to air are the most prominent EJ screen index that's exceeded. And then, of course, you can look at some other indicators. Yeah, toxic releases to air higher than 95% of
The United States.
the United States. Only 82%, but then that's Louisiana. So that Louisiana is just bad overall. So but even in Louisiana, you're still in the high 82nd percentile. So you've got facilities, wastewater discharge. You got low educational attainment, so that which could speak to unemployment rate is relatively high. Let's see, in terms of health indicators, heart disease, that asthma's well above average. So yeah, but the community report, you could pull data from this to put in your narrative, such as you all are in the 84th percentile with regard to the EJ screen index for toxic releases to air. And then of course you have the other variables: income, people of color, unemployment, educational attainment. Yeah, that number, less than high school education, it's got to be extraordinarily high. Yeah, 83rd percentile, which could speak to the need for workforce training and, if you've got that higher percentage of people who don't have a high school diploma, then maybe within your training program, maybe get a GED on the way to getting your solar energy certificate.
Okay, this is really helpful. And now that I can see where to go and how to put the layers on, that'll make the difference. Because I was trying to draw the boundary, and that's where it looks very crude with me trying to do it with my hand instead of having the EJ screen select the parish.
Yes, you can just go in and, in this parish county, same thing.
Okay, I'll play around with it over the weekend, and thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, I'll send a
And
recording so it'll just kind of walk you through some of the stuff that.
okay,
So yeah, it's a very, and like I said, EPA prefers that you use EJ screen to make these maps, and you should be consistent. It looks better if you use one platform to create all your maps. And not that you're going to get style points for this, but it does make a difference. Instead of having one map from EJ screen, another map from CGIS, another map from who knows where, you know.
okay, that's it. That's Assumption Parish, and the evidence is high that we need some help. So I live along. We are along the little corridor where those schools are.
Oh, like right in here.
Yes, up and down that highway. That's a highway.
Okay.
Yeah, and along there are sugar mills where they extract the sugar from the sugar cane. So there are like 5 of them up and down that little highway. And the property that we want to buy is also on that little highway.
The property for the
To
resilience
build,
hub.
yes, for the resilience hub and also a factory. We want to build a factory that's also a resilience hub that would be used for manufacturing the sugar cane into drinking straws and cups and spoons. And so that we're trying to build a circular economy around sugarcane waste. Not trying, we are. And there are like 5, 6 different places where we can pick up the sugarcane waste and drive it to where that facility is. It's 32 acres, so it's really big. Right along there, yeah.
And so if you let's say, I don't know, if you wanted to like wherever that, so approximately where are you going to where's that resilience hub or the recycling?
So it's like right on the, so if you keep going beyond, you see what says Lavityville? If you go
Yeah.
south a little,
Oh,
yeah,
south.
right there. So right there, that's where the resilience hub will be.
Yeah, so oops. And then you have to be careful because it'll default to a 1 mile buffer, but you don't want that. And then and when you create the
Oh,
you create the map.
okay, so those little pins can go along the route to show where the sugarcane mills are and that where we would be. I can put all that in here.
Yeah, you can put the in this case where your proposed resilience hub is going to be located.
Mhm.
You said there's a route. What kind of route?
So there's so along that line there, that's the highway. It's Highway 1 it's called. So that's where will operate along that highway because that's where the sugar mills are. And that's where the land is also where the resilience hub would be.
Yeah, so you can also do add a path and is it along, is it this highway?
No, it's the other one going like north there, where all those lines are where the schools are there. So it's along that road. That's a road where the schools are located there on the map.
Wait, so along this highway?
Yes, yes, yes. So that's where they have all these huge plantations up and down this road. And
What highway is that?
it's called Louisiana Highway 1. So LA 1.
And so what's the significance of it?
It's like the thoroughfare for the region, and it's where the sugar mills are. So so we're surrounded by sugarcane plantations, really, and the people who still live here lived there when their people were enslaved, and so to be there and along this route would change how sugarcane is being not just used for sugar but also for other things. So it's really significant as far as like reclaiming the sugar cane that enslaved us now to use it to provide economic development. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so you can have that, yeah, so then same thing when you go to make a map.
So to have the disadvantaged community and then the layer with the disadvantaged community and then the like the air quality, and that would be my map.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put all those layers on the same map. I would have, that's when you have to make a decision, because if you put, you can, but if it's too much, it's gonna wash out,
Oh,
and sometimes, sometimes you have to make a decision. Do we have to have all of these? Which one of these maps is gonna make the greatest impact to the reviewer? Like, so clearly, it took the project area off it, but yeah, so this is how, these are the procedures for adding various layers to the map, and you can just go in and just take a look at what's there, what's here. There's lots and lots and lots of data, socioeconomic indicators, low income, and whatever so low income.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, there's lots of different layers.
Okay, this is helpful to see what how to manipulate it so that it tells the story and that clearly shows that the area is disadvantaged, which it is. No fudging that.
Yeah, so there's lots of options for using this tool.
Okay.
And yeah, so if you so I'll send the reporting, and then if you have any other questions, just let me know.
Okay. Well, thank you.